People don't understand how
Stacking in my bag. Yeah, stacking in my bag. I like crypto grind. Currency's flowing, every coin's on my mind. My Coinbase the upper, watch your numbers climb. In this damn fine, feeling so prime. Hustling these protocols, phones in the van. Acting on my radar, I can't understand. Jumping on the wave, watch me move the plan. Holding diamond hands in this crypto land. Got my eyes on the prize, making moves like a king. Every transaction here, cash raises ring. Ride a blockchain, we won't never be slow. In the world of finance, that's the profit.
if you're holding real world assets, utility assets, you are a bank.
Yeah, of course we go over the news and stuff, but we just do what feels natural when we be doing our thing.
You gotta get this money on. All right, what's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? It's just gonna be me today. D is on vacation, so we do got a couple stuff to go over. I'm gonna actually show a clip from Fox News. So this how you know we getting close. Fox News is talking about XRP and the XRP army openly on their network. So I'm gonna show the clip of them talking about that and how ETFs are getting ready to be booming and how the XRP ETF is going crazy. They already know what time it is. That's why those ETF approvals from the SEC is going to be definitely a game changer in the market. We're gonna go over about the Bitcoin reserve coming. So Bo Hines, I got a clip with him talking about it. He said people will be very pleased. So I'm gonna play that clip. We got to go over Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum about how they recouped overnight losses because analysts are pointing to a growing threat to Fed independence. So we're gonna go over that article. I'm gonna just show y'all the article that the White House put up about crypto. With the group report that came out regarding cryptocurrencies and all that good stuff. And then I'm gonna talk about Visa. So this is another reason why we know we're getting close. Visa has expanded their settlement platform to Stellar and Avalanche. So they added support for 3 stable coins as well. But them being open about their settlement platform now, and just kind of putting it out there a little bit more that they're using Stellar and Avalanche. We're gonna start seeing that more and more. So that's how y'all know things is getting ready to start ramping up. That's why I don't know why folks think this stuff is gonna take 5 years. I don't know why people think this stuff is gonna take 5 years. They're getting ready to start utilizing this tech momentarily, like it's imminent. So, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna share my screen. We're gonna start off with the Bitcoin Reserve news. Give me 1 second. All right. So yeah, here it is right here. So we got the U.S. Bitcoin Reserve coming. Bo Hines. He says people will be very pleased. This is 2 of President Donald Trump's leading officials on crypto. Bo Hines and Treasury's Tyler Williams gave CoinDesk an inside take on their new report. So Bo Hines, who's a top crypto advisor for President Trump, and Tyler Williams, who's a crypto official in the Treasury Department, discussed the administration's crypto strategy outlined in their new report. So it just says here that President Trump's crypto working group finally issued his massive report in its pages of U.S. policy recommendations, and 2 of the people behind that effort told CoinDesk that decentralized finance protocols should fare just fine in the administration's vision of the U.S. sector. As Aqua told y'all yesterday, DeFi isn't going anywhere. Decentralized protocols can definitely meet the rules of the road. And this is Bo Hines, who is the executive director for the group of regulators and senior administration officials that collectively issued the 163-page report on Wednesday in a CoinDesk TV interview with Jennifer. I'm not about to butcher her last name, but Hines and the Treasury Department's Tyler Williams shared some of the highlights of the lengthy report, including its treatment of DeFi. He says that we want people innovating and developing here in the U.S. Hines said from the White House, and that requires making sure developers feel as if they have the rules of the road laid out for them. So it says here that Hines said the administration has tried to take immense steps to do that and offer guidance. He said Treasury's removal of Tornado Cash sanctions should show we understand how important immutable smart contracts are in open source code. Williams added that the Digital Asset Market Clarity Act, passed recently by the House of Representatives, has already made strides to ensure the industry will have an avenue for complying with the Bank Certiorari Act. He said this week's report delves into some of the ground already covered by lawmakers. The report has embraced by industry insiders as another step forward in Trump's aggressive crypto agenda, and Hines called it probably the most comprehensive piece of work on digital assets ever produced. And I don't think that should be lost on anyone. Virtually all policy initiatives and efforts described in its pages are already familiar to dozens of the crypto lobbyists working the front lines in Washington, so it didn't bring any surprise initiatives. While many of the policy items that you'll see are not unfamiliar to the audience and to the public, I think we put a little bit more meat on the bones in terms of the action we want to see. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to Bo Hines's clip so we can watch that. Is this it right here? Actually, 1 second. Yeah, this is it right here. I'm gonna mute it till the ad is over. Sorry, it's about a 15-second ad. It's about 15 seconds left on it. So music is speaking. Oh no, I ain't got no music playing right now. That's weird. Okay, it's fixed. All right. Let's say that was weird. All right, here it is right here.
And kicked down over the course of the last decade, more specifically under the Biden regime. So, they were victims of policymaking through prosecution and persecution. That's obviously no longer the case. They're just looking for a clear set of rules that allows them to develop and contribute to the U.S. economy, and that's what we're providing them with.
Actually, no, I just want to play the clip. This is the one that's 18 minutes. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Because I wanted to just play the clip of what I had saw on X, which I have right here. Hold on. Let me...
And then we'll have the implementation piece of that. And I think this report really pulls all of it together.
Okay. Thing going too fast. All right, here it is.
We've described this really in 3 phases, right? We've had the demolition phase, removing a lot of the blue tape, as the president likes to say, the overburdensome regulations that existed and prevented digital asset firms from actually working with traditional financial institutions. And then we've had the construction phase. A lot of that work, has fallen on our colleagues over on Capitol Hill. And then we'll have the implementation piece of that. And I think this report really pulls all of it together. It's the 3 prongs of the stool. And so, this is quite an exciting day for us.
We drink too much water.
All right. So, yeah, he basically was talking about the Trump administration is carrying out crypto regulation in basically 3 phases. So demolition, construction, and implementation. So we're definitely in the implementation phase. Construction's over. Definitely no construction is over. So yeah, that was just some of that just on the Bitcoin reserve. So just for people that was like wondering about it, they do have more information or more details on the reserve, Bitcoin reserve coming soon. So just hang tight. I'm sure that they'll have that out sometime in August, because I think August may be kind of a bullish month. We'll see, but I think they're gonna drop a lot of news in August, or August might be crazy. We're gonna see. But yeah, that was pretty much all I had for that on Bo Hines and the Bitcoin reserve. But we'll go ahead and go to this other article with Bitcoin, XRP, and Ethereum. Just basically how their price recovered. It didn't take long. Just a little temporary dip. But yes, Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum recoup overnight losses as analysts point to growing threat to Fed independence. So yes, it's right here we're talking about. So right here it says major cryptocurrencies have reversed overnight losses, with analysts asserting that Wednesday's Fed decision underscored President Trump's growing influence over the central bank, strengthening the long-term bullish case for crypto. Y'all heard that, the long-term bullish case for crypto. The Fed kept the benchmark interest rate steady at 4.25% as expected, and Chairman Jerome Powell dampened prospects of renewed rate cuts from September, stressing that the central bank is focused on controlling inflation, not on government borrowing or home mortgage costs that Trump wants lowered. So basically, Jerome Powell said, to hell with y'all bills and to hell with the government borrowing money for whatever. Y'all gonna have to deal with it. But Powell's comments rocked the crypto market, with Bitcoin falling to 116,000. XRP, Ethereum, and Solana also fell, shaking out leveraged bets from futures markets. These losses, however, have been reversed As of time of as a time of writing, BTC is trading at 118,000 with XRP and Ethereum changing hands. At what is it 00314 and 3,000. No, XRP is not that low. Why did I got XRP? That must be a typo. But Ethereum was at 3,800, which is a broader market gauge hover near 915 points over 0.8% over the 24 hours. So Jimmy Yang, the co-founder of Orbit Markets, said that the overnight Fed decision revealed a threat to the Fed's independence. While the central bank held rates steady, two policymakers, Fed Chair for Supervision Michelle Bowman and Governor Christopher Waller, both appointed to the board by President Trump, dissented favoring a rate cut. Trump has repeatedly criticized Powell for keeping interest rates elevated and costing the United States billions of dollars. Note that both Wallet and Bowman have publicly advocated for rate cuts in recent weeks. There are increasing concerns about the Fed's independence as two of Trump's appointees voted for a rate cut last night. This should strengthen the case for crypto in the long term. He added that with no immediate rate cut in sight, the market could continue to trade largely directionless. Pretty much, I think it's going to consolidate, awaiting for a fresh catalyst. CPI is likely to rise when the tariffs kick in over the next few months. Cryptocurrencies might sell off initially alongside broader risk assets. However, if inflation fears persist, crypto might rebound as a hedge narrative reemerges, especially for Bitcoin. It says here that the biggest looming question this year for the bond market is around Fed independence. Wednesday's decision helped the Fed defend its independence. Still, if Powell is fired or begins to cut rates too early, I expect hard assets to rally significantly. At the same time, inflation and bonds would likely lose considerable value. And today, the U.S. credit markets rely on Fed independence. So that's interesting. They also explained that bond markets continue to price in long-term inflation, which weakens the case for rapid-fire rate cuts to ultra-low levels as desired by Trump. We've seen long bond yields rise a lot since Trump's elections. 10s, 30s moved from 15 BPS to 55 BPS. It just goes into the technical side of it. I'm not getting into that. But it says this means the bond market continues to price in long-term inflation, especially given that real yields are historically positive should inflation remain where it is today. We're just talking about kind of what happened yesterday. I don't know what's gonna happen in September. People think it's a possibility it'll get cut in September. I think it may get cut in September. I also thought it was gonna get cut in July and it didn't. So I don't know what to expect at this point, but hopefully they cut rates in September so we can get this market going. I really don't give a fuck what they talking about with all that other stuff. Cut the motherfucking rates, gang. Cut the rates, please. My bad. I need to read some of these comments. Okay, y'all ain't saying nothing over there. Let me see what's going over here on YouTube. My bad. What's up, y'all? What's good? What's good? Make sure everybody, when y'all come in, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. We got a goal to get to 10,000 subscribers before Thanksgiving. So please make sure you like the live, subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on. D is on vacation today, so it's just me. Also, we got a class coming up. So if you was on the live yesterday, let me go ahead and share my screen over here. You was on the live yesterday. We are doing a Nodes or King class with Aquaman. So Aquaman showed y'all his node yesterday with metal. So here it is right here. We told y'all we was gonna do a class. There's the link. A lot of y'all was interested in that. The link is gonna be in the bio. Just click the link tree, and the link is right there in the bio. So the class is gonna be on August 8th at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's gonna be $88. And DeFi King is gonna go on the nodes and all the validators, all that good stuff. I'm going into detail about that and how you can make, extra money on the side with these nodes. And these nodes are still mad cheap. The one that he got, I think he said it was like $650, which is a steal when you know what's getting ready to happen with crypto and blockchain in the very near future. So holding on to a node, getting a node right now on the low end would be very profitable now and in the future. So I definitely would look into that. I'm gonna have Aquaman come up. We'll talk more about nodes and validators as we get closer and closer to the class so that y'all can understand a little bit more. Anyway, I'll go to the next article. I actually just want to show this because I just thought this was a dope little article from the White House. I'm not really going to go into it too much because it's just about the group report, but this is the article that the White House put out behind it. And it just says that President Donald J. Trump is strengthening American leadership in digital financial technology. And then they put crypto right there. This is a flex for me because I was trying to get people in crypto back in 2020 when it was the complete opposite of this right here. You couldn't make the house say crypto. They didn't want to say crypto blockchain. You couldn't make them utter them words out of their mouth. So seeing it on the website to me is just a flex because people didn't listen, people didn't see the vision, people didn't understand what was going on and what blockchain technology and what cryptocurrency really was doing. People thought that this was just an asset class that was going to go away, or they thought it was just a scam or whatever. So seeing this on White House website is just huge. It's a complete 360. I think everybody needs to take a second and just take this in for a moment because it was a point in time where we didn't even see this shit right here. So yeah, this was cool to see, but it just talks about, it's a short little write up, and then it goes right into the strengthening American leadership in digital financial technology, which is the working group report. I'll just read the first paragraph. It just says that the American story is one of innovation, from railroads that link sea to shining sea to the internet that connected the entire world. American entrepreneurs have led the build out of next generation technologies in every generation since our founding. Crypto should be no different. So this is huge. This is a big deal. This is how you know it's for real. This shit is happening. If you're not investing in cryptocurrency, that is the bigger risk. The bigger risk is not investing in cryptocurrency. The bigger risk is not educating yourself in the proper crypto assets that you probably should invest in. You know what I'm saying? We just show y'all stuff on this channel. I'm not a financial advisor. It's up to you to do your due diligence and do your research to figure out which assets you feel like are worth your money, worth you putting an investment in. So I thought this was pretty cool to see. We've came a long way, gang. If you've been here at least, if you've been here since 2020, let alone earlier, y'all know this is huge right here. To see this right here, this is crazy. I don't care about who the president is. It could have been Kamala standing right there. I would be the same way right now. This is just cool to see. You know what I'm saying? All political talk aside. But yeah, let's get into Visa. This was the biggest news to me today when I seen this. This opened my eyes up. Visa expands settlement platform to Stellar. Avalanche adds support for 3 stable coins. Yes, Visa is expanding their settlement platform to Stellar and Avalanche. They are coming out and they are talking now. They are telling y'all the settlement platforms that they are using. We are here. The floodgates are opening. So here we are right here. It says that global payments provider Visa is expanding its stablecoin settlement platform to new blockchains and stablecoins. The company announced on Thursday. It says the firm will now support $2 peg tokens, which is PayPal, and Global Dollar, which is USDG. Close the door. Thank you. Through a partnership with Paxos, I can never say them. Paxos, whatever it is. It is also adding the Euro-backed Euro C issued by Circle Internet, giving partners access to settlement in both US dollars and euros. And then it's the two new blockchains, Stellar and Avalanche, will join Visa's existing support for Ethereum and Solana. With the additions, the firm's settlement platform supports 4 stablecoins, including USDC, across 4 blockchains. The update comes as stablecoins gain traction among payment providers, fintechs, and banks seeking faster cross-border transactions. A giant in traditional payments, Visa was an early mover in the stablecoin space, exploring settlements with USDC in 2020. Last year, the company unveiled a tokenization platform for banks and institutions to help issue tokens and stablecoins. With supporting multiple stablecoins and chains, Visa aims to reduce friction for wallets and developers and respond to growing demand for interoperable stablecoin payments. We believe that when stablecoins are trusted, scalable, and interoperable, they can fundamentally transform how money moves around the world. It says Visa's global head of growth products and strategic partnerships. Visa is building a multi-coin and multi-chain foundation to help meet the needs of our partners worldwide. So that sounds to me like they would have to be interoperable. I wonder how that's going to be possible to be interoperable. Oh, I think I have an idea. But yeah, this is huge. So shout out to Visa, bro. Visa using Stellar. Stellar and Avalanche. Can't leave Avalanche out. AVAX is definitely a project I will look into. But yeah, this is huge. Shout out to Stellar. So SXLM, for those who don't know, the ticker is XLM. Do your homework on the Stellar Foundation. Let me see. But yeah, that was pretty much the everything that I wanted to pretty much go over today. It's just a little short. D ain't here today, so I feel like I'm just talking to myself. So yeah, y'all. That was pretty much the news that we had for right now. Oh, I needed to show that clip. I'm tripping. Hold on, y'all. I got y'all. Is my screen still on? Hold on, y'all. I got y'all. We gotta watch this Fox News clip. That joint, I was like, yo, y'all really talking about it out in the open. I got y'all. Hold on 1 second. Oh, we gotta talk about this BPI thing too. That's a dare. Here it is. No, I'm not logging in right now. All right, here. Watch this. Watch this, y'all. I'm sorry, this is CNBC. I said Fox. This is CNBC. They were talking about the XRP army, y'all. Hundreds of billions of dollars coming in. 16 years, he's never seen this Fox. How long we been saying that, Rick? Like this. No question. He said no question. He said it's about to be an ETF boom. That man said we are like the internet in the 90s right now. How long we been saying that, Rick?
Man, look, we've been telling people for years now, for real. Years. And this is, look, everything that we see in the traditional financial system is moving on chain. That's what people just need to realize. We're talking about quadrillions of dollars. This is why we're living in the most significant time period ever in history. This time period will be talked about, studied, debated for centuries to come. Centuries to come. And a lot of us don't even realize the magnitude of what we're doing and the ramifications, the ripple effect, okay, it's going to have not only in our lives, but for generations to come. You know, we're talking about our children's children are going to remember our names, where a lot of us don't even know our great grandparents' names. You know what I mean? This is truly historic. And as far as like evidence, there's enough evidence right now. We got enough evidence. We got enough confirmations. We already know what time it is. We know where this is going. It's just about getting in position right now. It's just about acquiring the assets and securing your assets, most importantly, because a lot of people think they're in crypto and they got some crypto sitting on Coinbase or Robinhood or crypto.com and don't realize you want a centralized exchange. You need to get your ass up off them centralized exchanges, decentralized.
Yep.
Right? Yeah, but I mean, that's the time, man. I'm telling you.
Damn, I gotta play it. I gotta show it again. For some reason, they didn't hear the video on YouTube. That was from Instagram. That wasn't even from YouTube. Why the hell y'all couldn't hear it? That shit's mad annoying. Hold on. Where can I get that clip from then? Y'all might have to like go to IG and look at it because I don't have a way other than YouTube to show it, and y'all ain't gonna be able to hear it on YouTube. Sorry. But basically he was talking about XRP and the XRP army and how he didn't realize Like he actually realized what the XRP army was when he listed the XRP ETF on his platform. And then they asked him about, if you think it's gonna be an ETF boom, and he said absolutely. So yeah, that was pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, appreciate the super chat. Appreciate the super chat, Lonzo. My bad. I ain't been over here. My bad. Trying to do this by myself. I can't even see everything. My bad, bro. Appreciate you. Stronghold headquarters down the street from Ripple's headquarters. Oh yeah, in San Francisco. Yeah. I'm hip. Yeah, for sure. Appreciate you for sharing that. Appreciate the super chat. But yeah, bro, no, this is about to be massive, bro. If niggas don't catch this wave, they gonna have regrets. It was crazy. My nephew was watching a cartoon. I'm gonna play the little clip right quick from the cartoon, and the nigga was walking with his kid or something, and he said his biggest regret was not getting into cryptocurrency. And this on a cartoon, new episode that just dropped last week. I was like, yo, they sitting here trying to tell, like they already telling y'all ahead of time y'all gonna have regrets. That's crazy. They already telling you gonna regret it. Hold on, look, it's right here. It ain't that loud because we was in the house. But he said his biggest regret was not investing in cryptocurrency. I was like, yo, they said here, they gotta tell you. They gotta tell you.
And the key thing is, and what might help a lot of people is change your lingo, is don't even call it cryptocurrency. Call it digital assets. Okay?
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. And that's going to train your mind because you don't sell assets. Assets are not for selling.
Exactly.
Assets are for leveraging. You see what I'm saying? You borrow against assets. You leverage assets. Right?
Yes.
And so when you understand that we're holding on to digital assets, you don't want to sell those. You want to leverage them. You want to put them to work for you. This is how the wealthy stay wealthy, because the wealthy put their money to work for them so they don't have to work for the money. But the masses of people have been trained to take their time and their energy and trade it in for dollars, while the wealthy figured out how to take their dollars and put them to work for them. So these digital assets that we're acquiring, we don't have to sell these assets.
Not
we're
at
gonna
all.
put these digital assets to work for us, so we never have to work for money ever again.
That's why I told them selling, especially XRP and these blue chip assets and any of these real world assets, it's not an option to sell them. You're not selling their assets. You're not selling them. You're going to figure out how to make them work for you and leverage them and earn the yield or whatever you stake them, whatever you plan to do. Use nodes, whatever you're doing to earn money off of these assets. You're not selling them. That's the scammy part of crypto. Them telling y'all to sell. That, to me, that's any if you listening to any influencer and they are telling y'all, make sure you have an exit strategy. Make sure you want to sell some XRP at $5, $15, and $50. And then next thing you know, you done sold your whole bag because you ain't got but so much. Next thing you know, you done sold your whole bag. Y'all gonna look up, the damn price gonna be $1,000 to $10,000, and you done fucked up. And then you should have never sold it in the first place.
Just look at it like Bitcoin. Then people say, well, you should have sold your Bitcoin at 1,000 or 3,500. I remember it hit 20,000. And that was like the peak. And then it dropped back down from 20,000 to 3,500. And then we got up to like 30 and 50, and it dropped down. Understand, these are assets. And this is the thing, this is the way to help put it in perspective. You have to evaluate these things against a collapsing dollar. Okay?
Yes.
You have to evaluate these things against a collapsing, declining fiat currency. This global financial system, this debt-based fiat monetary system is collapsing right before your eyes. So as the dollar loses value, assets rise in value. Also, the cost of living rises in value, but this is why you want to get assets so you can put yourself in position to hedge against the financial crisis, hedge against the inflation, hedge against the devaluation of your currency. So these digital assets are going to continue to rise in value. Why? Because the dollar is going to continue to lose value. That is an inevitability. Okay, it's inevitable. The dollar has lost over 98% of its purchasing power since its inception. And it's going to continue to lose purchasing power. And I know we get excited about the Federal Reserve possibly cutting rates here, but understand something. That is super inflationary, okay? The dollar is going to lose massive amounts of value when the Federal Reserve cuts interest rates. We all want the Fed to cut interest rates, but understand something. The cost of living is going to get dangerous for the average American person, okay? Because they're not in the assets, they're not educated. And so the cost of living, the food, the groceries, everything else, the cost of living will rise. But those of us who have assets, we're going to do well. We're going to do very well. Okay?
It's scary because so many people not going to be doing well. And it's like, you can't tell nobody nothing right now. Don't nobody hear what we saying. Like, to think about, we on this channel right now, we talking about generational wealth and how people can obtain. I don't care. Like this asset class is so prevalent to me, and it's so valuable that you could come up if you know, because so look, Mim's a hustler, Rick is a hustler, right? If Rick only came up $50,000, I guarantee you he'd be a millionaire within a year or two, because he would know what to do with the 50K. He wouldn't take the 50K, go on vacation, pay some bills down, buy a car, and then he left with $5,000. He's gonna take that 50 and he's gonna stretch it, and he's gonna earn yield. It's gonna make more money for him. So anybody could come up in this new wealth class. You just gotta know what to do. But a lot of people, like he said, not educated. They don't know about DeFi. They don't know about earning yield. They don't know about nodes. They don't know about all these different opportunities you can do to leverage your assets.
And you mentioned the nodes. I'm gonna talk about this miner real quick. So this the thing about blockchain and crypto. In this space, you can buy cryptocurrency or you can get paid in cryptocurrency. So people who are getting paid in cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin miners, anybody who has miners, or if you own a server or if you own a node on the blockchain, that is an asset that produces assets for you every single day for the rest of your life, as long as that blockchain is running. Okay. So anytime there's an opportunity to get into a miner, a node, or a server with a solid blockchain project, you want to take advantage, because that is an asset that will pay you for life. Okay. Pay you for life. So I tell people all the time, I'd rather get paid in cryptocurrency than buy cryptocurrency, right? Especially when that cryptocurrency that I'm getting paid in every single day is liquid. I can sell it. I can swap it out for any other cryptocurrency that I want. And so I've been making for the last month or two, I've been making $3,000 to $6,000 a week. Okay, mining crypto. Okay, with this project called Texit Coin. Okay, the miner is less than $1,000, and you get paid every single day for the rest of your life in a Texit Coin. We were watching this coin since it was a couple of pennies. It was around 15 cents, and went up to $1. And then we said, look, we got to share this with our community on Facebook and YouTube. And I put a couple of posts out on TikTok. The coin just hit an all-time high of $1.98. Okay, and it's projected to go to $16 spring of next year. So in the process, every single day, I'm mining cryptocurrency that's liquid. I can sell it. I can swap it out for XRP, whatever I want. And I'm going to be mining that cryptocurrency for the rest of my life because I own the miner. Yep. You see? And I'm getting paid $3,000 to $6,000 a week to help decentralize the ecosystem. Okay? The founder of it is named Bobby Gray. He was Ron Paul's presidential campaign. Ron Paul, former congressman, testified before Congress about sound money and economics. He's been in blockchain since 2011. He created his own cold storage wallet on a coin for people. I mean, solid dude, solid project, real physical miners all throughout Texas. And we making bank right now. Matter of fact, I'm going to be in the Philippines. I'm going to be in Thailand in September. I'm going to be in Thailand in September for 13 days with the company. You know what I'm saying? Because
y'all about to be out there lit. Thailand good now, right? I know they launched a missile. Y'all going to be good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I was just making sure.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they got some shit going on.
Yeah.
We're in a safe area. That's like on the border type shit.
Okay, all right. I was making sure. Yeah. I heard about that little missile shit. Because I know Trump had chimed in like, y'all need to chill out. Like, but no, that's good. That's what's up. So yeah, y'all heard about that. So if y'all want more information on that, make sure y'all DM Rick to get more information on that Texit Coin. DM, is Mims on TikTok. Make sure y'all get the real page though. Yeah. He in the Telegram. If you in the Telegram, y'all can talk to him and tell he in the Telegram. So y'all want to ask him on there, ask him in the Telegram. Yeah, that's safer. Ask him on Telegram because he got fake pages and shit.
Man, the scammers out here.
They scamming too hard. Ask him the Telegram.
Man, I'm scared for a lot of people because I'm telling you, with the AI now and with the scamming, they'll send you a video, look just like me, sound like me, and everything. If you don't really know how to really focus in on it, you can't tell that's AI.
Exactly.
So this is what I always have people do. I will give you my phone number. Okay, you're gonna talk to a real live person, me on the phone. The scammers won't do that. They'll do an AI audio note. They'll do an AI video, but you never go because I don't sound Indian and I don't sound Nigerian. Okay.
Yeah.
You know my voice, right? So.
And he ain't gonna sound like a it's not gonna sound robotic.
Yeah. Ain't gonna sound like no robot neither. No shade, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah. You'll get my number.
I wanted to say something about the scammers too, real quick, because I forgot. I meant to tell y'all because DeFi King had a message for y'all. Because he fading away from, and I get it. I know I would fade away too if I could. But he wanted me to tell y'all be careful with the scammers because where is this message at? This is a message from DeFi King. He said when you guys go on these, he said bookmark all the important websites that you use with crypto. Any important website, go ahead and bookmark them. He said during the bull run, that's when the bullshit starts. He said people can't hack wallets, but they can create fake websites that you connect your wallet to and drain it. He said this is very important. He said protect your bag. So he pretty much said all the sites that you're using right now that are legitimate, bookmark them in your phone, because they'll change up one little word or one letter or add a dot or something, and you won't realize that it's the fake website and not the real one, because they know how to mirror websites now where it'll look exactly like the site. So make sure, he wanted me to tell y'all that because the bull run's imminent. So make sure that you're bookmarking all of those websites that y'all go to with these wallets that's connected to y'all wallets. Bookmark them to your phone. That way you know that that's the correct website. I meant to tell y'all that yesterday. Thank you for bringing it up, Rick.
The phishing scams is crazy. The scam is gonna get crazy. I see somebody just messaged me on TikTok about the mining. Yeah, I'll get back to you. She planned it after the live stream. But with the scammers too. Listen, I'm getting in my Lobster wallet. Lobster had to send me an email because apparently people trying to hack the Lobster wallet and all this and that. But listen, have your 2FA on your devices, okay? Even if they get access to your account, they can't move nothing without that 2FA, okay? And then, obviously they need your email. So just keep all the little security measures on your stuff. Don't trust anything. Don't trust no text message. Don't trust no email. Make sure you go into the right website. Don't link your wallet to any website. Don't link your Rabby or your MetaMask to any website unless you know for sure that it's the official legitimate link, okay?
I'm gonna get him your Instagram because people on YouTube asking, but I don't want y'all to go on TikTok because it's so many scammers on there. His Instagram though is Crypto Rick Official.
Yeah.
Crypto Rick Official. CryptoRickOfficial. Crypto Rick Official. Go to his IG because TikTok is too many scammers on there. TikTok, y'all need to take care of that. Y'all listening to everything else we do. Y'all be ready to take me and Rick lives down. Fix the bots. Fix the fucking bots. Y'all got a whole scammer problem over there. Y'all need to come back.
Like X, where we can verify the original, the actual creator, because that's crazy.
Yeah. So make sure y'all hit them up on Instagram or our Telegram. If you're in the Telegram, you need to be in the Telegram anyway. Get in the Telegram. Y'all can hit him up on there. Like you said, or if you on TikTok, y'all can go to his real page right here. If you just click the screen, his real page will pop up. That way y'all know it's his page. Just be careful, because we it's scammer time now, boy. This is where they thrive right here. They love a bull market. Yeah. They love a bull market because everybody thirsty. So be careful.
Yeah. They definitely trying to steal your assets. So that's why we say, even we tell, like I said before, get it off centralized exchanges. Lock it down. You got your XRP, put in your Zamin wallet. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you got, make sure y'all definitely get in that Telegram, because all the resources and information you're gonna need right up in there with Block Nation. But yeah, man, this is we're going this year, especially after September, we're just gonna see everything really take off.
Especially after September. That's why I said, like, enjoy this month right here. I would be accumulating, do your homework. I can't give financial advice. But this is the month right here to grind it out and get what you can get. Because like September, when fall get here, y'all, man, that's really what they've been waiting for. That's why they just pushing everything back. That's why they it's not a coincidence that Congress got the whole month of August off. They just trying to get to fall. They trying to get to September, October, November. That's what they're worried about. They ain't worried about right now. They just was like, well, we'll get that Genius Act passed because we need to go ahead and get some other stuff done along the way. So, but we'll finish everything else up in September. I'm telling y'all. That's why I'm like, y'all better take advantage of August, because it's about to be wraps.
Listen, once the Federal Reserve will cut rates. You know what I'm saying? That like Trump said, they probably gonna cut them. I think he said September. September. When they cut rates, it's just a liquidity event. You know what I'm saying? It's just and they've already got all the rails in place to allow that money to move onto the blockchain. And understand something. When you're talking about the tokenization of stable coins, this is the phasing out of the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is in-game time for them. It's over for them. It's over for central banks. And they know that. They're scared. The banks are scared.
They're scared shitless.
Blockchain and cryptocurrency was for, to replace the banks. We no longer need them as an intermediary. We no longer need their fraud and abuse.
That's why they linking with Coinbase. That's why JP Morgan just linked with Coinbase, PNC Bank. They trying to survive. And the rest of them gonna link too.
what they say, Ash? If you can't beat them, join them.
Join them, and that's exactly what happened.
So what they
we've been
do?
preaching this for
They
years.
laugh at you, then they mock you, and
and
then they fight you, and then
join
you, then you win.
Now we're a unit. Now you're the number one bank in the United States of America is a crypto bank now.
Exactly.
The same CEO that told y'all that Bitcoin was a fraud. I don't know why y'all buy it, talking all this shit about it, and then he just partnered with Coinbase so he could stay relevant.
Exactly. and the stablecoin issuers are going to be the largest holder of treasuries.
Yes.
Okay. So that is the new money.
Speaking of September, you just reminded me of something. Guess who? Let me pull it up right now. Shout out to Mr. Man on X for pointing this out. So who applied? Ripple applied for that national charter licensing. So the BPI commented on that, and they requested that they review confirmation. That the review for the confirmation be prolonged for 60 days. So that 60-day period is Saturday, September 20th, 2025. That's when Ripple should be accepted. So shit, the floodgates is about to open, y'all. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why you got to know what you investing in. You got to keep up to keep yourself up to speed on the news and what's going on in this space, because it's stuff every day. It's always something going on. It's always something going on. That's why we're going to come on here every day with news, because it's always something happening. It's always opportunities available. Like, this is crazy. But yeah, the BPI, they said the 60-day period would be September 20th, 2025 for the Ripple's national charter licensing application for that to be accepted. So yeah, this is
and that's the thing.
This is cool.
All that money ain't even move on chain yet. I just got a notification from Uphold. It says ZBAC up 7.something% right now. Okay, understand something. The money ain't even moving yet for real. Okay?
They said ZBAC just need to obtain 1% of the global payroll, just 1%, and that motherfucker gonna go.
Look, that 1% number. I think about SHX when I talk about if they doing notches 1%. That SHX will be like $8 at 1%.
Right, and they said, but remember, SHX they had already wicked it to $22. Do you remember on IBM with IBM? SHX already wicked to $22. So you already know, bro. That's why I'm sitting here like, bro, y'all, you listen.
But that's why I tell people dream bigger, like dream, like, cause most people like right now would be happy if they could pay off their debts, buy a nice house and a nice car, and then travel. And I need you to dream bigger than that. If you in this space and you thinking about just buying maybe a nice car or two, maybe having a nice house or two, and then traveling, you're thinking too small. Okay, you here for a purpose. You was born for a reason in this time period. It's not by accident that you tap into this frequency. Because a lot of people got ears and eyes, but not everybody hearing and seeing what's going on right now.
No, they're not.
A lot of people that's asleep.
Because a lot of people. I say that all the time. You got to ask yourself, why was I chosen to receive this information and execute on the information? Because a lot of people are receiving it, but some of them they're not listening to understand. They're listening to respond. So you got to ask yourself, why did I get conviction? Why did this click for me? And you know what I'm saying? And then you could literally take the White House website, put it on the damn big screen, show people, look at what they're doing with crypto and blockchain, and people are still not gonna invest.
Man, listen,
this is crazy.
Trump can put COVID.gov and show you that Fauci and them lied to you. They put an experimental, they've been doing gain of function tests and all that, and people still can't see what's going on. No. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what it is. It could be health, it could be wealth. Some people they just can't.
So going back to what you said with purpose, you definitely it's not just about you being able to go buy a Lambo, get a nice house, be debt free, and then that's it. You're gonna go on vacations and live. Like, no, you clearly have a bigger purpose behind you obtaining this type of wealth. And I'm sitting here and I'm telling y'all, and I'm not just saying this because I grew up in church. I've sat here and witnessed it. If you don't do when God blesses you, if you don't do what you're supposed to do with that blessing, He's gonna take it.
Come on.
Universe, whatever you believe in, whether it's the universe or entity, whatever you believe in, I guarantee you will not have it long if you are not doing what you're supposed to do. Because it's a whole reason and a purpose behind it. It's like 7% of the entire globe is in crypto, and it's 200 people on TikTok. How many people over here on YouTube? It's 132 of y'all over here. Out of everybody in the world, y'all was chosen and y'all listening in on this information. What do y'all expect to come out of it? Like, you have a way bigger purpose than buying a fucking house and paying off some debt.
And look, y'all better take advantage, because as soon as Queen hit a couple 6-7 figures, she gonna lose her. You're gonna have to lose her number.
Hey,
They gonna find Queen. Look, Queen already.
man, I'm all listen. I'm gonna have to stay dangerous, gang, because I ain't playing with y'all. Truthfully,
He'll be like,
I'm
they're
gonna have
gonna be
to.
like Carmen San Diego. They'll be like Carmen, where Queen go?
Yeah, I had to think about that thing. I was like, damn, because I was like, yeah, I'm probably gonna cut off half of my family, but then I had to think about it. I said, hold on, wait, I need the YNs. I'm gonna need, I need the unhinged motherfuckers. I'm gonna have to keep them niggas around. Cause shit about to get crazy. Like you said, so many people are not gonna have these assets. They're not gonna be reaping the benefits of this whole entire situation. So many people gonna be out here struggling, bro. So it's like you gonna have to stay dangerous out here, gang.
Yeah.
Stay dangerous.
No, it's definitely not by accident that if you tapping in and you acquiring the assets and you become wealthy and you're in a better position, because so many people are about to get wiped out financially. So many people aren't gonna make it. I mean, there's a good amount of us in crypto and gold and silver, but compared to the masses, it's such a small percentage. And I definitely believe we have a greater role, a God purpose led role, for us, because we the new 1%. When the Bible talk about the wealth of the wicked laid up for the righteous, you know what I'm saying? When you talk about the meek shall inherit the earth, in my translation, this is how I see the wealth of the wicked being laid up for us, because we are going to be able to capitalize on this wealth transfer. We're talking about a wealth transfer.
Yeah.
That's what if you say the wealth of the wicked laid up for the right, how is that wealth going to get transferred? It's got to get transferred somehow.
Mm-hmm.
We are witnessing prophecy right now.
We are. I'm telling y'all, it's about to be crazy. We going into some exciting times. That's why I said the whole month of August, you're gonna have to tap in with us. Whole month of August, bro, we about to be going crazy on here. About to be going crazy. Yeah, I'm probably about to buy some more loan today because I think that's about to run up. I'm about to just go ahead and drop a bag. Yeah, I'm about to drop a bag on that.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you because I know metal running right now. So yeah, do your homework on metal. But other than that, yeah, I gotta hop off, bro. We can definitely hop back on. I'll hit you up. Okay. I'm still out here in the DMV too, so just hit me up, gang.
Oh yeah. I'm out here.
You around? All right, bet. Yeah, hit me up. Okay. All right,
Peace.
y'all. All right, y'all. So yeah, I'll see y'all next time. We got some news. Me and D will probably be on sometime tomorrow afternoon. But yeah, other than that was the news and the updates and everything for today. So hopefully y'all got fed. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Like I told y'all, we trying to get 10K subscribers before November. Please help us get there. Please subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all like the live. Make sure y'all comment, all that good stuff. But other than that, I'm gonna see y'all next time. Probably see y'all tomorrow.
Queen Andy, we build great dreams in this crypto world. Nothing's as high.
Get in blockchain now. Stop listening to the media. Stop listening to all the naysayers and all the doubters. Those are the same people that told people that the internet was just a phase. And now look at the world. Can't operate without the internet.
Listen, real quick, don't disrespect yourself and look these up right now.
There's no volume on there for real. I don't know.
Now, you won't regret it.
I don't know what's going on. All right, y'all. I'll see. I don't know what's going on. I gotta fix my computer.